The sixth chapter spoke about meditation. Then the seventh he will speak about the Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So, almost knowledge and wisdom, applied wisdom. Vijnana in the sense of applied wisdom.
Applied knowledge. Yeah,
applied
Jnana
knowledge.
is like a wisdom. Vijnana is a contextual wisdom, how you apply that.
Yeah.
Like cleanliness is Jnana. How you keep clean, one time they were using cow dung, now you use PNG products to clean. So Vijnana changes.
Yeah.
But the purpose is for the cleanliness, hygiene is the purpose.
He almost starts off with talking about the difficulty of this, right? Almost right at the beginning, the third verse itself is, he says that among thousands of humans, hardly a few strive for perfection. Among the few striving for perfection, barely one will realize the supreme. Manushyanam sahasreshu
Kaschid yatati siddhaye tatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha.
So, he is not kind of pushing the truth under the carpet. This is not very different from this whole positive thinking movement, right? Where you stand in front of the mirror every day and say, I am great, I am great, I am great. Doesn't make you great. He is saying it's very difficult for people to realize. Among thousands of people, barely few will strive for it.
Even
and
among them,
the thousands who are striving, barely one
realizes.
So it's almost 10 to the power of 6, you know, if you use just to put it
1 in million. Or
one in a
like
million, yeah, exactly. That is the difficulty which people have to go through. One has to work to get a result. So he's not trying to say just you take dhyana madi, just remember not God's name.
Agada vairagya.
Yeah, exactly. So here it is, he is telling it's difficult, you need to work for it. But if you do good, there is no chance you will end up with problems. You will get something. So there is an assurance, but at the same time there is a very clear connection to reality in this verse. And then later, of course, he talks about how everything originates from the Supreme.
Bhumirapo, analo vayuhu, kammano buddhirevacha, ahankara iti yamme, binna prakriti rashtadaha.
Eightfold varieties or eightfold divisions of the nature of the Supreme. Then here is a beautiful verse. He says, in all beings I am the desire that doesn't violate dharma.
Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava.
So this is a very interesting verse because it is not wrong to enjoy, and Krishna himself is epitomizing the idea of enjoyment that doesn't violate dharma. So he is showing that as one of the important qualities.
Kama that does not violate dharma. See, like our ancient society, most oriental societies, like prostitution was an accepted norm. Right? It was not like looked down or anything. They were celebrated, like prostitute, even Tiramkudal Sundari, like that. A lot of those things.
Courtesans.
Yeah, like they were celebrated like a profession that was taken like that.
And when something is identified as a profession, there is less chance of exploitation and
but not
looking
the
down.
Delhi bus rape. That is violation of dharma completely.
Exactly.
Yeah. In a bigger violation of dharma, those people are still living.
He also in the 7th chapter talks about the influence of Maya, right, and which is caused by the gunas. So here Maya, and he says that those who have true humility go beyond Maya. Now Maya is understood in different ways by different people. A lot of the times it's understood as illusion and something which is
not there.
Not there.
Like a dream.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's basically a kind of inexplicable power of the Supreme.
Or I used to consider Maya as Leela.
Or even if it's not, if you don't consider Supreme, kind of something in nature which binds, which you have to go out of in order to reach the state of Brahman. So in that sense, everything is Maya, which is binding you to the material and to the emotional aspect.
It's a lower level of reality. It's real.
It's real,
lower level of reality because it's perishable. It moves.
Because then, even in the 2nd chapter, he says there's a distinction between real and unreal.
Nasato vidyate bhavo, nabhavo vidyate sata, ubayorapi drishtonta tvanayo tattva darshivihi.
So it's the body is also real, but the soul is a higher level of reality.
Related to that.
Relatively, this seems unreal when you have that.
Also, it changes, it grows old and dies, everything.
Here it doesn't, right? So in that sense, there is a different level of reality. And then he talks about the 5 kinds of people who are carried away by the illusion, and the 4 kinds of devotees, the 9 kinds of people in some sense. So there we have the wicked, the foolish,
the
demonic, the people at the lowest level of humanity, the lowest level of humans.
Amam prapadyante duskritino mudaha mayayapa gnanaha asurim bhavamashrita.
Those who are carried away by the illusion. So these are the 5 kinds.
Demonic and evil doers, duskritaha. Namam duskritino mudaha prapadyante naradhamaha mayayapa hritagnanaha asurim bhavamashritaha. Those are all the 5 people who never turn to God. Then he talks about 4 people who turn to God. Artho jignasur artharthi gnani cha bharatarshabha. He says all those 4 people.
Person who is seeking wealth, a person in distress, one who is seeking wisdom,
artha,
and one who is seeking wisdom, and a wise person. After receiving the wisdom, after becoming wise, he continues to be one of the. And here he says, at the end of many cycles of birth and death, the wise one realizes that Vasudeva is everything and connects with the Supreme. And he says such souls are hard to find.
But he praises all of them. All of them are Sukritas only, not like the other 5. All these 4 are Sukritas. So he's not looking down for some people who turn to God, Sankata Bandare, Venkata Ramana, but
it's okay.
God is fine with that. He's not judging. You came only when you had problem.
It's okay.
Telling like that. You came only for material wealth, doesn't say that. It's fine. Artho jignasur artharthi gnani cha bharatarshabha teshang gnani nitya yuktaha eka bhaktir vishishyate priyohi gnanino tyartha aham sacha mama priyaha. Then he says udara sarva evaite. All of them are nice people only.
Exactly. And then he of course says that the wise man is almost like me.
He's like me only.
Pretty much like me. And he later on he says that hidden by my own maya, my glory is not revealed to all. The ignorant people only look at the form and don't realize the spirit behind it. They are kind of deluded by just the duality arising from love and hate. And then he ends this kind of in an enigmatic way, kind of different from the other chapters. He says those who take refuge in the Supreme and strive for freedom from death and old age, they will know about Brahman, Adhyatma and Karma. And those who know me as Adhibhuta, Adhidaiva, Adhiyagnya truly know me. They are controlled in their thoughts. They are aware of me even at the moment of their death. So these terms are unknown to Arjuna.
Yes, introduces those
He
terms,
introduces those terms and ends there. So with that we come to the end of the 7th chapter.